I'm having one of the biggest problems that people have in the Z06s with my C5 Z06. And I want to make this video talking about everything that I've learned about the steering column lock issue. I'm having the problem and I'm trying to figure out the best solution to fix the problem because I'm trying to sell this car. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you don't know what any of this is, well, just sit tight for a second. I'll explain everything and the issues that I'm having with my car right now. But I actually had a buyer come look at this car. So the steering column lock issue is basically a security system failure that was a recall issue with the Z06 and the earlier C5s. The base models. In 2002, they fixed it with the base models, but for some reason in the Z06, the issue still pertains. Basically what it is the car security system fails, and because of the failure in the security system, all of a sudden you'll get this warning that says, pull key, wait 10 seconds. After you get the pull key, wait 10 second warning, if you pull the key, you wait 10 seconds, you try to start the car again, your steering column is going to be locked, and it's going to say steering column service, or service steering column, or something along that extent. I had a buyer come look at the car, and the car had done it to me once before. I kind of stopped driving it after that because I was afraid that it was going to leave me stranded like it did in the past. But I drove it a couple times and the car had been fine. Then the buyer came, pulled it out of the garage, no issues, and then we tried to go for a test drive. And then it pulls the code on me and it locks the steering column. And it stayed locked. I barely pulled it into the garage. It was sitting just on the other side of the garage. The other thing with this warning is it will stall the car out. So if you try to just pull the car into the garage and you're just trying to pull it straight in, it will stall the car. So you won't be able to go anywhere. Right there, the car's still giving me the warning. Pull key, wait 10 seconds. You can see right there. If we pull the key and we do wait 10 seconds, it will tell me that there's a fault in the steering column. Now, this was a recall issue back in 2005 or 4, towards the end of the production of these cars. So now if I come here and turn this back on, and my concern is, see right there, you get a service column lock. Now there's two ways I found to fix this. One way is to just wait, and it actually disappeared for me. The second way is to disconnect the battery, which I haven't done or tried, but apparently that should reset the system. But also if you just come and you shake the steering column while opening the key, I got it to work one time. It's a little aggressive, but that's what you gotta do, especially when you get stranded, because that shock to the steering column should trigger the lock to unlock. But it's just a dud sitting in my garage right now, and I can't sell the car like this. There's no way that I could sell the car like this and get what I'd want out of it. I mean, who's gonna buy a car that's broken? So now this puts me in a weird predicament, and I thought that some of you guys could help me come to a solution. If I can get the steering column unlocked, there's a preventative measure that you can take. I think that I should be able to jolt it free, whether it's just shaking it or disconnecting the battery or just waiting. I think that it should free itself because it's done it multiple times in the past. Now it's done it twice or 3 times now. That it does the code, it goes away, and I can drive it again. So my thing is, I don't see on the Carfax this car ever being taken in for this recall. Meaning, the recall window should still be open, and I should be able to take this car back to Chevy, and they should do the eliminator and eliminate this code out and the problem out of this car. That would mean the car would have to, be drivable to get it to Chevy, because there's no way I'm flatbedding it there unless they're paying for it. The other option is to do it myself after I get the column unlocked. Because, like I said, I believe the measure that people take is a preventative measure instead of like, oh, your steering column is locked, well, this is what you do. There's also some people who say this is like a major issue, like if you have it, like you gotta tear your entire steering column, which I do not believe is the case. I think that this should be a recall, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'd love to hear your opinions in the comment section. If you've ever had this done or had this issue with the car, what did you do? I'll get it unlocked one way or another, I'll figure it out. But basically, the eliminator goes underneath the passenger footwell. There's a little computer module that sits under there, and you're basically soldering this resistor into the car that gets rid of the system. Basically what happens is, even though they had the recall, some of these cars have this issue pop up as those computer systems start to get old. I don't know why Chevy even, had this light. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? Because this was something that was clearly coded into the cars. It's not something that, oh, the steering column locks, we gotta figure out a way to make it not lock. There is a code that comes up on the screen. Pull key, wait 10 seconds. Service the steering column. And it's, why was that even a thing? I think the module and the resistor deletes some of the security functionality of the car, but honestly, I don't care. I need the car to work. People need the car to work. Having a little bit of additional security or having a working car. I think I'm taking the working car, especially because most of the time these things sit in garages and barely get any miles anyways. So I'm in a weird predicament where I don't really know what to do 100%. I'm trying to go take it to the Chevy dealership. I called them. The answer that I got from the dealership was, we don't know. And that's how helpful the dealership has been. I'm gonna try calling other dealerships, try getting in touch with one of the head mechanics or head techs or the manager of the service department and seeing what we can do and trying to get this car into the recall, do the recall. Because a recall, no matter how old the recall is, they have to do the recall. Under federal mandates, if a car has a recall and it never gets done, the recall has to be done. I'm not sure if, you get the recall done and you have the same issue, can you go back in for the recall a second time? I don't think so, but maybe. Like I was saying though, I don't see anything with this car that says it's had the recall been done. So I might be lucky and I might get this eliminator process done for free if the car ever frees itself and can drive to the dealership. The next thing that worries me is I haven't heard of it doing the steering column lock to anyone while driving, but is that a possibility? Can I be driving to the Chevy dealership and then all of a sudden it locks the column on me while I'm mid-turn or driving, 45 miles per hour? And all of a sudden I have my steering column locked, and that would not end well. Okay, very quickly. First of all, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for listening. But I have talked to my Chevy dealership and a different Chevy dealership, and they're actually willing to help me. I'm going to get a call back next week, unfortunately, because today is Friday. And we're going to see what happens with the car, and hopefully they can figure out a way to convince Chevy to do the recall again. I have officially confirmed that the recall was done back in like 2006 or 7 or something, like way back when the recalls were new. So what that means is I might have to pay to get the eliminator eliminated again. It'd be really cool. I'd have a lot of respect for Chevy if they actually fixed the issue, because I'm still having the issue that the recall was done for. I know that they do sell the kits and everything that you can do it yourself. Maybe that's going to have to be the option. I think, number one, Chevy dealer fixes it, and if they fix it and they still charge me, but they only charge me, maybe under $300, I would just get it done. Option 2 would be going to a private shop to get it done for about that much money, and then option 3 would be to do it myself, because I think I can do it for under a couple $100 myself, because I think the part is only about $50, and realistically it's pretty easy and simple to put in. But I don't want to solder my own wires, and I want it to be done by a professional because I am selling the car. I know I really haven't uploaded too many videos recently. There's been a few reasons. I've been extremely sick for the last 20 days, so I haven't really been able to record, but also this car hasn't wanted to work. I'm finally getting parts for the RX-7, and I can't get parts for any of my other cars, so I can't work on them or really do anything with them, and I haven't had any content. But mainly, I've been sick, and I'm sick and tired of this car right here not working. Today's race day. Let's go to the racetrack, let's enjoy the day, and record the rest of the day. I thought I had to address this right at the beginning. I wanted the topic of this video to be the issue with the C5. But the rest of this video, enjoy some drifting content, because grid life is come to Road America. We have left the racetrack. I thought I would film more than I did. Tomorrow is the official Grid Life event, I believe. It's pretty cool that they're doing this event at Road America, because Road America is a pretty gnarly track, but we have the go-kart track where they're doing the drift event, and then they're doing time attack events on the real track, which is really cool. So I'll be going out there tomorrow once again, but unfortunately we won't be able to make the cut in this video. In the next video I'll probably vlog a little bit, and we're actually been working on the RX-7. In this video I just wanted to talk about the Corvette, the issues I'm having with the car, the weird problems, because I know when I make videos, a lot of people who know about the thing and the issue I'm having way better than I do always comment something positive. There's an Eclipse in front of me, that sounds really good. But let me know if you know how to fix the Corvette problems, because my Chevy dealership hasn't been the most helpful so far. Hopefully I'll get some answers from them. Otherwise I'm going to have to do the Eliminator myself probably. And any tips or anything, let me know. But as always, if you did enjoy this video, give me a huge favor, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. I know this one is a shorter one, but we're going to be uploading more soon.